Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rachel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are returning, welcome back. Happy March 2022. I hope you guys had a great February of sales. I certainly did. My February sales were on fire. I thought January was crazy, but February beat January by a landslide, and there was not as many days in the month. So I want to share with you guys today my top 15, not top 10. I had to go top 15 this month. Most profitable sales of February 2022. Now, if you're new here and you're not subscribed, certainly consider subscribing. I share my reseller life with you guys here on this channel. I love sharing my top brands, top sales, so you guys know what to look out for. I love sharing reseller tips and tricks and just what works for me, hoping that you all can learn something and help figure out what works for you and your channel. So certainly subscribe if you're interested in content like that. Drop me a like. It really helps out my channel and it helps out this video. All right, so I'm going to go number 15 all the way up to number 1. I'll tell you what platform it sold on, how long it took to sell, where I got it, how much I paid for it, how much it sold for. And I'll put a screenshot here on the side so you guys can see what it was. So number 15 was this cozy chic pullover that actually I think one of my viewers purchased. And I say that because I featured this sweatshirt in my Uptown Cheapskate video, and I can link the video here. I featured this in my haul from Uptown Cheapskate, and like within 2 hours of that video premiering, it was purchased. Somebody sent me a super reasonable offer on Poshmark of $65. I paid $15.99 for this at Uptown Cheapskate, so it did make number 15 here on the list. I made about $36 in profit on that item. And if you are a viewer, thank you so much for shopping my closet. I certainly appreciate it. I almost kept that one for myself, but I hope you love it. Number 14 was this orange suit jacket, and the brand was St. John. So no surprise that St. John was high profit. I actually picked this up in Michigan when I went to visit, and it was $4.99 at my local Salvation Army. You know, it's so funny going back to my old stomping grounds. Everything is so ridiculously overpriced. Like, I used to only shop there on sale days or holidays. They had like a big sale. They do like Friday 5 for $5, but I never bought anything regular price when I lived there. And I happened to pop in on a random day and everything was just crazy overpriced. But this St. John jacket was $4.99. So I had to grab it. It came home with me in my suitcase. And actually, I had it listed at, I think I started it at like 90, and I kept getting lowball offers around 40, 50. Since I'm moving, I went ahead and took like finally just this random $40 offer, and it's still sold on eBay for $40. Because I only paid $4.99 for it, it is totally making this list. So thank you, Salvation Army, for pricing up all the Forever 21 and all the Columbia and leaving the St. John at $4.99. Number 13, I featured this piece on my Instagram. It is Talbot's. It is a long, puffy, or like quilted vest. Talbot's is not a brand that I think a lot of people think twice about, right? Like, it's bread and butter. It's more of a mature brand. But this brand, if you get the right pieces, people will pay up for. So I paid $5.99 for this vest. It was in like new condition. It sold on eBay. It was listed about 3 weeks. Now, remember, we're like at the very end of winter. So I kind of figured it wasn't going to be a super hot item, but I ended up accepting a $50 offer. On this one, I paid $5.99. Again, I got a ton of lowball offers, people offering me $15, $20 on eBay and on Poshmark. I held out though. Finally, $50, especially to sell in February, I thought was super acceptable. Otherwise, I risked having it sit around until next winter or next fall. Number 12, this is a Bolo brand, hands down, Vuori. It is a sustainable brand. It's a performance, like outdoorsy brand. You would find it at like REI or, here in Atlanta, we have High Country Outfitters. Just super expensive, doesn't really go on sale, doesn't get marked down a lot, and it's slow fashion. They make the same styles for years and years. I don't know what these are called. They're ripstop pants. They're a size small. I picked these up at Goodwill. I think it was a brand new rack that had just rolled out. They retail for about $80, $85. I picked these up for $5.99 and sold them the very next day on Mercari for $55. I'm pretty sure I had them at $65. Somebody sent me a $55 offer. I was super happy with that, so I went ahead and took it. Number 11, this is also a Bolo brand too. I would say make sure you look it up though. It's Dan Post, and these are Western boots, cowboy boots. I have found a few pair of Dan Post boots just randomly at Goodwill. These were $6.99, as are most other boots in my area. My Goodwill does blanket pricing. And they sell pretty fast, and they usually sell on Facebook. In fact, I think every pair of Dan Post boots I've ever found sold on Facebook. But the good thing about Facebook right now, at least, they're not taking a fee. They're waiving their seller fee. And even once they start it back up, it's lower than in any of the other platforms. So if you find Dan Post, look it up. These sold for $49 on Facebook Marketplace. So definitely I'll take that kind of sale over and over. They were listed about a month. They were a men's size 8.5, which is a smaller size for men, but they still sold relatively quickly. Number 14, speaking of men's shoes on the other end of the spectrum, these are Merrell's, and they are hiking shoes. And I picked these up for $5.99 at Goodwill. They were a size 14, so a little bit of a bigger men's size. And they did sit about 2 months, but they sold on eBay. And actually, I messed up on the shipping on this one. I forgot to do calculated shipping, and I just put flat shipping of $6. So, of course, this person that ordered them lives in Hawaii, which, you know, shipping doesn't get more expensive than that if you're talking USPS calculated shipping. So I'm like, great, you know, these sold for $59.99, you know, great profit on them, but now I'm going to have to pay like who knows how much to ship them to Hawaii. And the buyer only paid $6.50. But I still ended up making about $42 on that sale, even though it cost me, I think, $17 to ship them. I ate an extra $10. Still ended up making my top 15 list, so I'm super happy with that. Number 9, more St. John. This one I actually picked up at Uptown Cheapskate, and I guess I will never understand buy-sell trade stores. They had this for $14.99. They had it marked as a 3-star brand, which I get. I mean, like, I guess if you know your audience, it probably is a 3-star brand. But I went ahead and grabbed it because even for $14.99, it was St. John knit. So, like, of course I'm going to grab it, even at $14.99. It did sit for about 8 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, but it did sell on eBay eventually for $50. I probably could have got more for it if I held out. I was getting a lot of lowballs on this one. And again, in the interest of me moving and not moving as much stuff, I was happy with the $50 offer at the end of the day. I went ahead and took it. Number 8 was this wool blazer, and the brand is Reese? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know how that is pronounced. First time finding this brand. I know this brand can be a little bit pricey, and it is more of like a higher end brand. So I paid $6.99, which is blanket price for blazers at Goodwill. And this one sold about 5 weeks. Finally sold on Poshmark. I had it listed at $129 because I really had no idea like what was a good price for it. It was a nice piece, but it was a career piece, but it was a smaller size. It was a size 4. So I really just kind of started dropping the price. Like every week I would do closet clear out, and I had some interest in it, but finally someone sent me a $65 offer. I went ahead and took it. Number 7. This is from my Cozy Threads premium box, not the regen box, the regular premium box where I got all those Rent the Runway retirees. This was the maternity jumpsuit from Hatch. I got 2 of them. Stay tuned. The other one's a little higher up on the list. My cost of goods on average from that box was $26.79. So for this to still have made the top 10 list with the cost being so high is pretty awesome. I accepted a $92 offer on this one on Poshmark. So I still made about a $46 profit on the item, even though my cost of goods was high. And with that box, that's exactly what I was hoping for, because sometimes if you take risks with a higher cost of goods, it yields a higher profit in the long run. So far, so good. Number 6, these were from, actually, this is kind of a spoiler alert. These are from a Jomar box, a fall and winter boots box that I just picked up. I just listed this stuff at the last week of February. These sold in one day for $50 on eBay, and they're current. They're current on the Everlane website, but the only size that is sold out on the website is a size 7, and these are a size 7. So they sell for like 70, I think, or 75 on the website. I listed them for 60, just hoping, because they were in great condition, but I was hoping someone would be looking for the sold out size. I went ahead and accepted a $50 offer on eBay just because with shipping, that person that bought them was going to end up paying the website price with the shipping and all that. So I went ahead and took it, $50, $4.11 was my cost of goods on that box. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you want to see that unboxing. I have it coming up a little bit later, I think next week. That is not the best pair of shoes that came in that box, let me just say. So hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when I post videos. That one's coming up, I think, next week. So stay tuned. That's a good one. Spoiler alert. Okay, number 5, the other Hatch Noel maternity jumpsuit. This was the bigger of the two. One was a size 1, one was a size 2. This one, I accepted a $98 offer on Poshmark, so that was a $49 profit. Again, I'm super happy with that. Those sold super quick out of that box, that Cozy Threads box. Number 4, I love the story around this one. I popped into Goodwill. I had literally 15 minutes to shop, and in that 15 minutes, I found 3 pieces, 3 great pieces. 2 are sold. One is a little higher on this list. This is one of them, this Lilly Pulitzer Skipper Popover. It was just sitting right there, like first rack I looked at. Here, take me home. And, you know, $5.99. It sold in 5 days on Facebook Marketplace for $55. 5 days, Facebook Marketplace, $55, $5.99. Okay, I'll take it. Anyway, and again, Facebook Marketplace is great because they don't take that fee right now. So that was mostly all profit. I ended up walking away with almost $50, $49 and some change on that sale. So that was fantastic. Number 3, top 3, here we go. Number 3 were these purple lace-up slip-on shoes. These came in a Jomar premium shoes box that I purchased back in December. It's coming up on 90 days for that one, so I was glad that these made it in the list. These were Miu Miu, I think is how you say the brand, and they got a ton of interest, even with my funky cover shot there with the background remover taking half the shoe off, then I never fixed it. They got a ton of interest. The cost of goods out of that box was $15.39 per pair. I did get a lot of lowball offers on this one too, and guys, if you think the lowballs are bad on Poshmark, the lowballers on eBay are no better. I mean, so many lowballs. And at least on eBay, you can set like a floor where if they offer you like below a certain amount, it automatically declines. I don't know if I have mine turned off or what, but finally, these sold at my asking price of $69.99. So that was a $57, $50-ish profit. From that premium shoes box. So I was happy with that. I was especially happy to just get rid of them so I could stop getting low balls. Number 2, I actually bought these at Goodwill sometime last year. They are these Lululemon dance pants, and they're size 12 tall, and I've always wanted a pair of these pants, and they're always sold out on the website, and it's impossible. I need like a 14 regular. These were a 12 tall. I wore them a few times. They were slightly too narrow and slightly too long. And so finally, I just decided it was time to let them go. I didn't love the way they fit in the wrong size. So I put them up for $94.99. I think on Posh, I put them for $100. eBay $94.99. They ended up selling in one day on eBay, full price, no offer, no nothing. I paid $5.99 originally, so I will use that $100, $89 profit and buy myself something nice, I'm sure. But I'm happy to see those go. I knew they would go as soon as I listed them. And then number one was, again, from that day, I had 15 minutes in Goodwill. And it's one of those things, you know, you see it and you know you have completely struck gold. It was this Patagonia, it was the ultralight down jacket. It was pristine condition, no signs of wear. I mean, it looked like it had never been worn. It was a size medium. How is this randomly just sitting here on the rack? And it was put away, which means it probably sat out on a new rack and nobody even grabbed it. So, yeah, I paid $9.99. They did have this priced up at $9.99. And it sold on Facebook Marketplace for $102. Again, no fee on Facebook Marketplace. So $92 profit. So there's February top sales. Let me know, what was your favorite item I sold in February out of this top 15 list. Little bit of a life update for March. My goal, because we are moving, we officially have our move date and it is this month. So I set some boundaries around my reseller business so that I can allow this part of my life to happen. It's super exciting, but I do not need to be sourcing while I'm trying to move. So my goal for March is to beat my February numbers, gross sales numbers, without doing any sourcing. I have a handful of items I still need to list from my last sourcing trip, which if you want to watch my last sourcing trip video, here it is. I went on the last day of February to grab a few things. They're super random, but that's it. There's no more. But I really am going to focus on selling more than February without sourcing. Now, February was a hot month. Let me tell you, I thought January was hot and I beat February by a landslide. So it's going to be a challenge, but I guess check in next month. I will post my March top sales and I will tell you guys where we landed for March. So fingers crossed. I hope I can do it. I do think it is a stretch goal. So I'm really going to have to push and focus on accepting offers and running sales. It's been a long time since I've taken a full month of no sourcing. And it's been even longer than I've ever, like if I'm not sourcing, then I'm probably needing to put the whole business on a back burner for one reason or another. I've never tried to drive sales and not source. So this will be interesting. Stay tuned for the update on that. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Drop me a like if you're still here. That certainly helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will catch you guys in the next video.